Ladies and gentlemen, my name is the beautiful Alicia Fox.
Spoke to you and said this, Bob, but my name's Billy. It doesn't matter what your name is.
Loaded up with alcohol, more specifically vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
He's gonna puke! He's gonna puke! He's gonna puke!
3 ain't enough now, I need 5. Welcome in Jim, Ryan, Matt, Tim, and intern Mark.
And after tonight, none of you in this ring will ever be the same again.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to 3 Count Thursday, live right here on Facebook.com/3CountThursday. It is the last day of the month of January, the 31st. We're the podcast of the millennium. We have tons to talk about this week, including, is it a work or is it a shoot? Everything changes and the man rules. But first, our show is brought to you by Alicia's Pillows and Things. Check out the Facebook page where you'll find home decor you will not be able to resist at prices anybody can afford. There you'll find pillows and stools featuring your favorite sports teams, and you'll also see sets with your kids' favorite cartoon or movie characters, as well as full body and neck pillows. Log on to ngscsports.com. Find the Alicia's Pillows and Things tab on the homepage and place your order. Boys, how we doing? We were together 4 days ago, and I feel like there's been like a month's worth of shit that has gone on.
Too cold to cream a month in. Too damn cold.
Yeah, it's definitely too cold.
You know how I knew that? Everybody on my Facebook feed told me so.
Oh my god, that's my least favorite thing about things being cold. Like, that's the one thing. Oh my god, it's so cold.
How's it going, Lou?
Everything's so cold. Everything's frozen. Everything's ice. Did you know that if you stand outside with exposed skin for 10 minutes, you can get gangrene and shit?
You know, the most obnoxious thing that's is the guy in your office that cold enough for you out there? Hey, is it cold enough for you?
That guy.
Yeah, I had that guy every day this week.
My favorite thing is not calling it the polar vortex, but I'm calling it the Polar Express, and I'm blaming everything on Tom Hanks.
Fair enough.
He's just bringing that train of cold just right through everything and just making us all hate each other.
What's up with that guy in the hole punch?
He does like that. But we want to remind everybody, if you have not nominated us today at WrestlingRadioAwards.com, you can do that once every day. Again, WrestlingRadioAwards.com. Nominate us for the live show of the year.
That's a big thing because we're kind of a big deal.
We are kind of a big deal.
We're kind of getting to be a big deal. So, like,
we have like a website.
Get in on this train now.
Social media. It is sign pointing season. So you can make sure you go to 3countthursday.com. Follow us on all of our social media. Check out our collar and elbow brand deal, the promo code 3count. This one's really important this week, too, though, because Collar and Elbow released 2 special edition Mean Gene shirts, and all proceeds from the sales of those shirts will be going to Mean Gene's family.
Yes.
So why are you pointing at my computer?
It's sign pointing season.
Okay.
The same reason I point at
duck
your face.
season.
But Wabbit season.
Duck season.
So make sure you head over to Collar and Elbow brand, buy some of those Mean Gene shirts.
They're pretty cool.
For a guy that gave so much to the business, let's give a little bit back to his family when they need it. Also, our What a Maneuver shirts.
What a maneuver.
You got the 3CF&T shirt. You got the Eagle logo like you see behind us on the banner. Again, all of our social media, our Patreon page, and much, much more.
The onesie deal is still going.
Always the onesie deal. You have a kid, Again, I don't care if it's your kid, whatever.
Steal a baby.
You send a picture of a kid.
No.
Don't steal a baby. You send a picture of a child.
That's a straight code, Adam, every day.
Steal a baby.
You know what's going to end up happening?
Nope, I don't.
Is I'm going to end up having to buy Matt.
Yeah, that's what's
I'm
going to
end
happen.
up having to buy Matt a shirt because
Borrow
he's gonna buy me out on this deal.
the What Am I
But that's
New-
fine.
What Am I
But I
New?
just want to see a baby
in the
in a 3C F&T
It'd be
onesie
even
because
cooler.
I am
It'd
that
be-
immature.
It'd be even cooler if the parent forced the child to put the hand in the middle finger.
Oh my
I'd be totally
God.
fine with that. Dude, funny story about parents and middle finger is I was at, this goes back to the old Hershey Park Arena yet. I was at a house show.
Right.
This is back in the Austin days. So
I just use my nose to adjust the
I
microphone.
totally use
how
my
lazy
nose.
are you?
Honest to God, I don't know if you caught that. I just right down.
Remind me never to use that microphone. But Austin's music hits, and there's a kid, could not have been older than 6 years old.
Okay, nice.
Stands up on their chair and goes like this, and the mom goes, "Hey, you know what to do." And the kid throws up the middle fingers.
Oh.
That's great parenting.
Like, and so like it wasn't even do this. It was you know what to do.
We practice
Right, like
this at home.
we have worked on this moment.
It's like Leo Rush and Bobby Lashley just
Right.
standing in the back. Show him your favorite pose, Bobby.
Like
You know what to do.
you know what to do.
Well, as we're,
Unreal.
as we're doing asides really quick, I had a really weird wrestling dream
Oh?
the other day.
Uh-oh.
So I had a dream that I was
Can you tell me one about Scarlet Born? Never mind.
Oh
I
yeah.
had a dream that I was best friends with Becky Lynch.
Okay.
But so she was Becky Lynch as she currently is. I am myself as I currently am, but we're in college.
Oh.
And we're best friends. And of course, I have a crush on her. But she is starting to take interest in the third celebrity in the group. Of course, Becky Lynch won, myself too. And the third celebrity. Look, I'm
Hey,
a
it's
co-host.
it's your dream.
I'm a co-host of the podcast of the Millennium.
That's
I'm
true.
a Twitch streamer.
Hey, let's give it
People,
up for Tim.
I'm a commentator in a wrestling promotion that's on independentwrestling.tv. Excellence Professional Wrestling. I'm a D minus celebrity.
Hey, that's fair. That's a fair place to put us.
That is that's
I'm,
the perfect
I'm,
place.
I'm
Our
there.
life on the D list.
So the third celebrity is Zac Efron,
Jesus Christ. What's
Right.
going on with your dreams?
and so we're all hanging out, and Becky and I are hanging out in the room, and Zac Efron comes over, and Becky has interest in Zac Efron.
Okay, keep going.
So they go into her room, and I'm like, Becky, don't, and they go in. So
Efron.
Efron goes into the room with her. There's nothing that happens. So she comes out and she has to go take a shower. There's no think of like a dormitory where there's like multiple rooms.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
literally picturing my
So
college
she's like,
dorm.
she's like, I gotta go take a shower. Zach, can you sit out here with Tim? And so Zach comes out, and as she takes a shower, I read Zach the riot act. I'm like, you don't even think about it. Like she is
a gem.
She's a pearl of great price.
I thought he was gonna say I give Zach a back rub.
No,
and that was
no.
gonna go somewhere else.
No,
but-
no, no.
okay.
So I am like trying to like get Zach the F away from Becky.
Right.
And so Becky gets out the shower. She's all dried off. She goes into her room, and then Zach follows back in. Later on, Zach leaves. Becky comes out, and she goes, "What the hell was that about?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" She goes, "You had a talk with Zach?" And I'm like, "Somebody had to."
Right.
Yeah. And that's when I tried to profess my love to her, and then she woke up. Or I woke up.
Then she woke up. Jeez.
Yeah.
It makes it creepy when you said she woke up.
She woke up. The chloroform wore off.
She finally
and she
wore
woke
off.
up. Yeah, that's
So
that does it.
in your dream, I mean, were you? I mean, that's just not. I'm not trying to be rude, and I know you're slimming down and you're working out.
No,
but,
I'm big fat
you were
Tim.
big fat Tim, and you're
I'm exactly what I am right now.
and like
She is
a solid
exactly
A+ Becky Lynch,
The
and
the
Zac
height of-
freaking Efron.
height of his powers, Zac Efron. Height of her powers, Becky Lynch. Me
And like
on the come up.
2019 Tim.
2019, January 31st. By God, 2019 Tim.
Hot damn.
Just there, just taking up. I'm the fat ugly friend. That's me.
Shame. God, now I wish I didn't ask you that because now I feel bad about it.
No, man, it's perfect.
It's a legit question.
Yeah, it's a movie.
It is.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. My dream was a movie.
It's a beautiful movie. No, it was Today Becky Lynch, not like steampunk Becky Lynch.
Yeah, height of her powers, like
definitely
the man.
That's fair.
And,
Welcome in Scotty, Frank, Lou.
Perfect.
Everybody tuning into the live video. Diane's watching with us.
Someone tell me what my dream meant.
If you're following
Any
along on the
dream
live video,
interpreters.
make sure you give it a like, give it a share, get more people in here. It can be probably going to have a couple spots where we can be very interactive here tonight.
That was Lou. That was Lou at the old Hershey Park Arena. His mom tried. He said, "My mom tried her." That was Lou.
right.
Unbelievable.
Well, there you go.
God bless you, Lou.
It all comes full circle.
My goodness.
Lou, your mom's a gem.
But let's
Raised one
talk
hell of
about a
a
couple indie shows. Only one on our
What?
calendar.
Raised one hell of a guy.
There you go. On our calendar this weekend, and that's down at the 2300 Arena.
Well,
on
there's probably two.
I mean,
There's
shit.
definitely two.
I didn't. It wasn't on our site. I feel shit. I'm gonna have to beat the hell out of the webmaster.
Ooh, Jim's about to beat himself up.
Yeah.
Oh, look.
Yo,
Big Dick's going to fight you over Becky Lynch now. So it's you, Big Dick, and Zac Efron fighting over the hand
Dude.
of Lady Lynch.
look, for your name alone, you can have Becky Lynch.
That's fair.
There you go.
Just let me pay admission to watch.
Oh. Wow.
But I will with one eye cut you out of the picture, and I will just watch Becky.
So let me talk about the two shows that I have written down, and then Ryan will talk about the most important one.
That's fair. That's fair. That's what you teed me up to do.
Yeah,
that.
I did that on purpose.
Great bonding here.
Yes, absolutely.
You're a great leader.
The one of them, of course, is not this weekend. It's next Sunday, but we want to keep plugging it. It is the National Pro Wrestling Day next Sunday afternoon, February the 10th.
2 p.m. bell time.
At 2 p.m. at the TELUS 360 in Lancaster, PA. Free admission, but a donation for what's the charity?
Arch Street Center.
Yes, a great charity. I will have that written down for next week. But it's going to be a great event, going to be a great time. But then this Saturday at the 2300 Arena in Philadelphia, not so much an indie show, but because I think there's probably some money there. But a cool event nonetheless. If you have nothing else in your calendar, the MLW Supercard Fusion TV taping from the 2300 Arena in Philadelphia. Now, Ryan, the big one of the weekend. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
didn't know. I missed my cue.
You're up.
I'm used to fanfare.
Well, it's not on the list,
that.
so
It's
you
not-
had
how do
to.
I
It's not on the list.
Right.
I apologize.
He can only read what's on the prompter.
Right.
Jim.
That's true.
I wrote this in blue and I'm colorblind. God damn.
Go fuck yourself, San
You
Diego.
should write it in Braille.
So this Saturday night at Club Reverb in Reading, Pennsylvania, that's 1409 North 9th Street.
Reverb.
1402 North 9th Street.
Jesus
Yeah, don't go to the wrong
Christ.
spot in Reading.
Just go to Club Reverb.
Go to Club Reverb, 1402 North 9th Street, Reading, PA, 19604. That's the address.
Yep.
Come hang out with me. I'm going to be out at a Rogue Wind Warrior and Atomic Championship Wrestling. Huge show this Saturday night. They've got Lance
Huge.
Hawaii. He's their new cruiserweight champion, taking on former heavyweight champion Victor Benjamin. Kimberly, you guys know Kimberly. She's returning to take on the first real mermaid of professional wrestling, Tess Valentine. Mr. Grimm is going to be wrestling BJ Walker.
Nice.
BJ Walker, who does it. I mean, the guy runs his mouth.
Always.
So,
7-Eleven. That mouth never closes.
never closes. BJ Grimm's probably looking to body bag somebody.
Naturally.
Trixie Tash is taking on Max. That's a huge size difference if you guys aren't familiar with those two. Up-and-comer Jack Hershey. That comes out to the Hershey Park theme song.
Are you serious?
It's so great. He's
That's
Mark's favorite
Well,
wrestler.
Naturally.
Yeah, he comes out to the Hershey Park Happy.
That's so
it's
good.
great. Taking on Wesley Jacanor. It's a young up-and-comer, one of Tate's students, actually.
Very cool. Very cool.
We've got the Rogue Women Championship match. Lufisto is taking on Thunder Rosa.
Ooh.
One half of the Twisted Sisters. Bro Keller, ACW champion, taking on relative newcomer to ACW, Dame Smith. Lady Frost,
Awesome.
which is
Love Lady Frost.
Love Lady Frost. She's enjoying the cold weather.
Could you ask her to
It's her. Right?
calm her tits
Yeah.
with this weather, please?
Yeah. Taking on the returning Queen Aminata. Tony Deppen
Queen
and
Amidala?
Queen Aminata.
Queen Aminata.
Dude, there's no way I could be on commentary for that show. I would just
Tony
say
Deppen.
It
Queen
would be
Amidala.
all episode 1 jokes.
Oh man.
I don't watch Star Wars, so I'm fine. And Twisted Tate are taking on Mason Martin and Wild. And then we have Killheart and Scotty Jeffries, who's going to be taking a break from his shift at the truck stop to come over. And he's taking on Bobby Kruger and a mystery opponent.
Jar Jar Binks. He's coming with Queen Amidala.
Queen Amidala. I think that's her name. I don't hope I didn't fuck it up. Now you're making me
Queen
second guess it.
Queen Arm and Hammer. She's going to be there. And
You guys
Oh,
know-
what a horrible thing that would be, Ryan, for somebody to try and throw you off your commentary.
Queen Aminata. Yeah, I'm fine.
what a maneuver.
Yeah, at least I'm not going to sit there and what a maneuver you for the 10 minutes leading up to the fucking show.
That's fine.
What a maneuver.
No, I didn't
Jackass.
want to maneuver you once, Jim. I want to maneuver
I think
you.
it'd be really fun.
Oh,
if
what a
the
maneuver,
thr-
what a
the
maneuver,
three
what a
of-
maneuver.
The three of us did commentary, but the promotion needs to know it's going to be more of a laugh track.
Oh, yeah.
and
It's
less
not
of
going to
a-
be good.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be.
Two of us have experience. We have Big Jim.
Jim's done a
I've
couple
done
shows.
a few shows.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I mean, you called a war game, so yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, we
Yeah,
had
eat
cool.
shit, WCW boy.
Yeah.
I've called a war game.
Cool.
And Scotty, to answer your question, yes, we are at a balmy 10 degrees right now.
Is it 10? I don't think it's 10. I think it's less than
with
10.
With a dew point of -5.
I had -3 this morning when I woke up.
-2 at 7:30 this
my
morning.
my phone has us at 5 degrees. It feels like -1.
You are fake news.
Yikers.
Either way, it's
Send help.
fucking cold.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know about what it is in Central PA. But like 4 days from now, it's supposed to be like 55.
Yep.
So we're gonna get malaria this winter.
Love it.
What'd you get for the new year, Jim?
Crush-
Malaria.
A crushed soul.
I got death. The sweet, sweet release of death.
There's numbers to call for that.
So did everybody catch up on Takeover?
You mean the UK takeover?
I have not watched UK Takeover yet.
I did not watch the rest of Takeover. I'm
Okay.
bad.
Ryan, you did?
I loved it.
And you're
The tag match, man. The tag match set the
Yeah,
tone
that-
for the
that-
Oh
whole
yeah,
night.
the tag match was great.
That was great.
not going to go over a lot of it, especially
I have started, like I said, writing down because it's always like
That's
December,
what
and
I
I'm
need
like,
to
oh
do.
fuck, match of the year. So I wrote down match of the years, and I'm just going to keep updating them. When one is better than one that's on my list.
I need to start doing that because
So the UK Takeover tag match is number 1.
I need
This
to go
tag
back.
match is number 2. I thought this tag match was great.
Scotty
And it
loved this
really,
tag
really highlighted what the War
I
Raiders
feel like
can do.
I feel like we're almost getting to a point where like the month of December we need to do like best tag match of the year one week, like
Oh, that's asking way too much for this pea brain to remember.
best like women's match another week, and like best like men's match another week, because like it's so
They're not
hard to
men
make a
or
top
women.
5.
They're all superstars, Jim. God, it's 2019.
But yeah, again, a solid show for
This guy.
for NXT Takeover.
Top 5 this thing.
Didn't love Ono and Riddle.
Yeah,
I thought
I didn't-
just
yeah.
I really was excited for that.
I liked it, but I still
just
don't
didn't
see
love
what's.
it.
I'm sorry. I'm one of the weird guys. You can just send all of your hate
first
mail.
of all, Matt Riddle is beautiful.
Send all of your
His-
hate mail to me.
He has like 18 packs.
That's fine.
On his
Yep.
abs.
Yep.
He's a stupidly athletic.
Yep. And I don't get him. I don't see what the.
What?
I
I don't know what to
see
get.
it. I don't see it.
He's like your college stoner buddy.
That's cool, but everybody's saying he's like the second coming of Kurt Angle, and he's going to be the guy who comes up to the WWE, and he's going to be the next star that you can ride into the next 10 years. And I'm like, really? This guy?
I don't
You and Scott don't get the hype.
I don't know if Riddle's that guy.
That's everything I'm hearing. Like
bro, nice
all of my
sideburns.
friends, they're like,
Don't get me
"Oh,
wrong.
oh my gosh, he is going to be the face of WWE forever."
Lose with you too. Like here's the thing. Like I'm not. I feel like I'm in the middle. Like he's really really good.
Yeah.
Um
He's solid. What he does well, he does well.
I'm
So you and Lou and Scott, nobody gets it apparently.
no. Here's the thing. Like I'm kind of in the middle.
I love the bro stuff. Like the bro stuff's cool. To me, like in the ring, like I would rather watch a Roman Reigns match or a Seth Rollins match or
I don't
Dean Ambrose match.
I don't think that the bro gimmick.
Oh, it's so good though.
No, it is so good, but I don't know if that's going to carry the face of the WWE. Like, you know what I mean? Like
he's not the bro anymore. He's the original bro.
Right.
And if you didn't know, they said it on commentary about 12 times. It was on his gear. It was on his Titantron. Like, ugh.
Let's not go that far, Scotty. I'd rather watch an Ascension match than Riddle wrestle. I wouldn't go.
The Ascension, Connor is my favorite wrestler. I love just seeing Connor with the big knee pads on his thighs. I will do it.
We got William joining us. The winner, Andy Weinberg, is joining us here tonight. I know Tim.
Yeah.
Tim and Andy don't.
Hello, Mr. Weinberg. How are you?
Don't always get along.
At least he's getting it right and calling him Mr. Weinberg.
Happy New Year.
Have we noticed the new flag? Tim,
Happy
Tim,
New
can
Year.
you shift one way or the other to show off the Hitmen flag that is sitting here from the original XFL? It is the New York, New Jersey Hitmen. I figured I'd put that up this week because it is Super Bowl week.
It is.
It's Super Bowl on Sunday. So
that's the football match.
If you put an S in front of Hitman, you get what I think of him.
There you go. That's a pretty solid Stone Cold too.
What?
Not as good as the
Bret Hart.
The
Booker T man. It's all up in there with
the guy that was singing the Mike Kanellis and Maria Kanellis theme the other week. We'll have to bring that back up. What?
What?
Oh, Scott's not an XFL fan either.
Scotty, get that negativity out of here, man.
It's Thursday night. We're talking about wrestling.
It's attitude like that will kill
and
the
football.
XFL and the AAF, man. Support that shit.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to. Seriously, all I've heard for the last 2 weeks is how the NFL's fucking tone deaf, and I'm not going to go all huddle up here. The NFL's fucking tone deaf. There's too much refereeing. Everything's predetermined. I'm sick of seeing the Patriots. Well, guess what? You have other options now.
Yeah, there's no Patriots in the AAF.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, too. Treat the AAF and the XFL and whatever other league that comes around like your local independent wrestling promotion. If you like football, then wouldn't you want more football? So watch this. It's obviously not the NFL. It's not on the same budget. It will probably never be on the same budget.
No.
But the AAF is created by the guy who is one of the masterminds of Saturday night's main event. Well, his son.
Right. Like,
so that genius has to fall down from the tree to a certain degree. Like,
I'm just saying, instead of like panning it and being like, it's not going to work.
The Ebersol roots
first
are
off,
strong.
And this version of the XFL is already different than the original one because they're not launching it in 3 fucking months, and you actually have football people that are behind it.
Yeah, like Andrew Luck's dad.
Yeah, there's already dramatic differences between the last XFL and the new XFL.
Yeah, like the intros hit, like the spoken word rhythmic.
Oh yeah, that was solid. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, give it a chance. And here's the bottom line: is like every year after the Super Bowl, we were like, "Oh, football's gone." It's not gone now. We have football until like April now.
When is the first game?
Next Sunday. Next weekend.
Holy balls.
Yeah, the first AAF games are next Saturday and Sunday.
Nice.
Football's not gone, people.
Nah, man.
Zero interest.
That's okay.
Get your negative
Zero
out of here.
You know,
too.
Christian Hackenberg is playing for one of the teams.
That's awesome. Again, I'm
AAF
excited
in 2
about
years.
it.
He's on the same team as Zach Mettenberg.
Nice one. All right.
This is a wrestling podcast, my God.
Yeah, let's get back to wrestling.
Let's grapple.
Yeah, of course. Football's king in the United States, Scotty. Bottom line. All right, let's go to Sunday. Let's go to the Royal Rumble.
The Royal Rumba.
There's
Rumba.
I think that there's a lot to, not even to go match to match, but I think there's a lot to chew on from Sunday.
Yep.
First off,
what's your number one takeaway from everything that happened at the Royal Rumble?
My number one takeaway from everything that happened in the Rumble is match placement.
Was great.
With the exception of Bryan versus Styles. I thought they were in the absolute worst spot.
Something had to go there.
Yeah, but it shouldn't have been that.
There was 3 matches left.
Right.
I feel like they crammed all the women's shit
But
early in the show.
And that's what they did. They did that on purpose.
But here's my thing. You could have put the SmackDown tag team titles on after that spot and put the...
You could have, yes.
Like, even if you put the W... And I'm usually not a supporter of this, is... You could have even put the WWE Championship match earlier on the card. When the crowd's still hot or whatever. But to come off of that moment, the Becky moment, to your WWE title, especially given the type of match that you were going to have. I thought it was a bad spot. Could have been the SmackDown tag team titles.
I mean, I'm glad they put it there because I ended up seeing the last person I wanted to see back in a WWE arena.
Really, the last person?
The last person on the active roster
see, there
that
you go.
I would like to see
I was
back.
going to say, they could have brought back people that...
Big Ass.
They could have brought back Big Ass or Enzo or something like that.
I'm fine with Enzo. I got a problem with Big Ass.
Okay, well...
Because Enzo had his place, and Big Cass does too, and that's trying to rebuild that college basketball career. I got nothing for Big. Are we keeping you up, sweetheart?
Sorry.
Jesus, Ryan.
That was a good one.
Big yawn.
We're less than a half hour into the show,
well,
man.
we were talking about Big Cass and Enzo, so
That's usually what happens.
It just puts you right to sleep. I personally like the match placement because it was a tale of 2 rumbles. Like, you had all of the women in front because you had the SmackDown Women's title and the Raw Women's title decided by the time the Women's Royal Rumble took place. So the winner of the Royal Rumble knew exactly who they were going to face. That's a palate cleanse, and then you get the 2 men's titles, and then you have the Men's Rumble to close out the show. With that, the SmackDown titles could go there, but the problem with that is because if it goes in the middle, then you literally have world title women, tag world men.
You could have. See, they did it last year. I would have just switched the Rumble matches then.
But
then you would have had to switch the championship match.
Yeah, and I don't want to.
Well.
And I don't. Yeah, and I also don't want to sound like the match that they had open was the absolute best match they could have opened with.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree with that.
They brought out their number 1 star, and they had the man strut that ass in front of 48,000 people.
Yeah, no,
everybody was.
I'm 100% on board with what they started with.
Yeah,
and generally speaking, I thought the match order was fine.
Yeah,
but I mean, Rumble matches is a long commitment. It's an energy commitment from the crowd.
Yeah,
because you have the countdowns and all that. Which, first off, kudos to Phoenix, much better than fucking Philadelphia with the countdowns.
I'm a Philly guy, but I'll give you that.
Much better with the countdown.
3, 2.
Yeah. Jeez. But coming out of and this is the problem, if you will, and I use that word just because it's the word to use. It's the quote unquote problem.
Situation
with 2 rumbles is coming out of the first rumble, whether it's men's or women's, you're gonna have that emotional letdown. So you need to have not a world title or not a women's title coming out of that, because it's going to be a hard match to grab attention because people, I mean, both Rumble matches, the women's an hour and 12 minutes, the men's 57:35. Like, just in and of itself, the time for a crowd to sit there and stay invested, people are going to have to get up. People are going to have to go to the bathroom or something. So they're not going to be clued in on that match. And I'm not trying to like discredit the SmackDown tag team titles or the U.S. title or Intercontinental title or just...
See, that's what I think.
Or just a regular match. It should not be one of your main titles.
I think that Cruiserweight 4-way.
That
could have been...
It could have been.
The palate breather.
Yes.
Because you ended up putting 3 matches on that pre-show.
Yep.
because they added that
They
third
added
match.
the Raw tag team title match.
Well,
yeah.
it wasn't for the tag titles. It was
Oh, right.
it was one
Yeah.
member of the Revival.
You
want to
talk about a weird moment when like Jim's like, oh shit, the pre-show's on, and I open it up and I see like Dawson in the ring with
Razor.
Gable,
Yeah.
like wrestling in the ring, and I see Razor on the apron, and I thought, where's like I figured it was a triple threat tag.
Nothing else.
And I was like, oh, so maybe like there was like a big schmoz.
Dash and
Dash and Akam were
on the ground.
Were
yeah.
on the ground, and then I see freaking Dawson tagging Razor, and I go, "What the fuck?" Because I didn't have the volume on. I was at
Right.
I was like, "What the hell just happened?" So that was like a really confusing moment.
Oh yeah, it would sure. It was a bit confusing for me when I was watching it because I'm like, huh? But then I'm like, yeah, Akam is hurt.
You know how to combat that? Fuck the pre-show.
No, man,
Just don't watch that shit.
Pre-show is wrestling too.
I haven't
man.
watched the pre-show in I don't know how long.
Yeah, no, I don't.
You don't typically
I
wear it.
actually did watch the pre-show this time.
Rusev
I called you
and
out on not watching
Nakamura
it
was
as
Right,
well,
good.
exactly.
That's why. Like you typically watch the pre-show,
I typically have not, but a lot of times,
and you got along just fine.
I know,
And now
but
you're complaining about it, so just don't watch it.
no, but pre-show lives matter. It's 2019.
Yeah.
And Scotty, like, here's the deal, and I've seen this response from people this week. That Shane McMahon has a tag team title on the main roster before the Revival. Guess what? It's wrestling. This has happened before.
Yep.
Like, I mean, Vince McMahon has held the WWE title. Mr. Perfect never did. Roddy Piper never did. Jake Roberts never did. Like,
Rick Rude was in a title program with the Ultimate Warrior, and he couldn't get the job done. Like, that's the closest you're gonna get.
okay, timeout. Devin, what?
Yeah, he went super hot with
He
this
says,
comment.
"Fuck you, Jim. I thought the Rumble matches were better last year than this year. Fight me."
Whoa,
You know what?
we're gonna fight.
We should fight. You
We
guys should fight.
I wasn't.
Ding.
I wasn't judging
Ding,
the
ding.
matches. I was talking about the crowd.
No, that BDE from BDD.
The crowd in Philadelphia last year with their countdowns and buzzers was fucking horrible.
Yes, the crowd
it has
ruined
nothing
part
to
of the
do with
Rumble.
the matches. Nothing to do with the matches.
I think this year's matches actually, at least the outcomes were better than last year.
And
outcomes were better.
And I
It's-
think they
how
were
do you even rate a Royal Rumble match? Like,
Just who wins it, I guess.
Exactly. Because
Stars. That's how you rate it,
I
stars.
I saw people complain that, like, this year's was sloppier than before. It's a Rumble.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be a fucking technical
No,
seven-star
I think
Japanese match.
you can
Yeah.
rate them a bit. Like I think what the WWE did this year with the new upcoming talent, instead
Yes.
of pulling back on here's Kelly again, who's obviously not going to win it, and it's not
Which
going
I
to
think
benefit
last
her.
year with
Yo,
the
I'm-
women's you
Christian
had
Lita.
to do.
I'm so
Okay, that's
I'm
fair.
so sad that I picked like 9 legends on
Yeah,
my.
I did too.
Oh,
Who would have
man.
thought that this was the year WWE flipped the switch on Next Generation?
Right, about
You know what I
time.
mean?
Who'd have thought that this would be the year that WWE was like, you know what? We do want to use Jeff Jarrett.
Right? Fun spot though. Like fun spot.
Yes. However, it looked
So
very
fun.
weird.
They brought it back into the same fucking thing on Raw.
Hey, no, they didn't. They added the Road Dog.
Okay, I popped for the
Don't,
road
I'll
dog.
say,
I
don't
really
get me
did
wrong.
pop
That
for
was
the dog.
fun. That was
Yeah.
fun too.
Yeah. And next is Rockabilly. Oh wait, we can't do Rockabilly. He's
elite.
He's all in.
He's all in. I thought the stage setup
Was
or lack thereof
Oh, it was amazing.
was incredible.
How great was it to watch a pay-per-view that it wasn't on the Raw set? How's that?
Yep,
the
loved
hybrid
it.
set.
To me, it's all the Raw.
It's a hybrid set.
It's the Raw.
It's
set.
a hybrid set. I'm the host. It's a hybrid set.
It looks like Raw.
It's a hybrid set. I'm the host.
It's Raw.
But anyway, I
What
hope
is
that
it?
every
It's literally Raw set with the screen bowing the other direction. Correct? Is that what the hybrid
and
is?
the entranceway is the SmackDown entranceway.
Okay, that's fine. It's still the Raw set.
Hybrid.
Whatever.
But I freaking
Boring
loved it.
set.
I
How's
hope
that?
Next one, two fat guys argue.
I hope that every Rumble from here on out is in a baseball stadium.
I
Yes.
would love that.
Like
Love it.
Like the
Just
the
pick a-
pictures,
can we
video,
pick a-
everything.
Can,
it
can
was
we
just
pick a
fucking great.
different venue though, like a bit different, like city?
Not Arizona.
Not Phoenix, not Phoenix.
Oh, so Devin was there live, and that's why he's takes it. Again, I wasn't.
Yeah, he was there. I remember that.
Everything.
It was
Yeah,
influenced.
a hockey game is really great live and not so good on television.
You got. I really.
Two in one show. That's
I
never
really.
even happened
You
to
really
me.
got to stop with this shit. Okay.
He's a stupid
Where
big
did I?
hockey
Where
fan.
was the lie?
Oh my
Jim,
God! You're
no,
gonna
no,
get cut off again.
No. Wait. Do you have more fun watching hockey there on the ice, like there at the arena?
Going to a
that-
hockey game
yes.
is more enjoyable.
Yes. So why did I get a mute?
I don't think that always portrays in professional wrestling.
You get salty about hockey at times. I don't like it.
I
You're
don't
getting me
get
upset. I'm
salty
sorry.
about
I'm
anything.
tearing up.
It deserves its place as the fourth sport in the U.S.
Oh, jeez. Now.
Jesus Christ. Wow.
Too many rules, too many games.
Rank your sports real quick, Jim. Go.
For me, hockey, football, baseball,
basketball. Okay.
golf. Actually, I probably put golf
Golf?
above baseball.
Jeez.
NBA's somewhere hovering around fucking beanbag tosses.
It's called cornhole.
That is.
No, I mean literally just people throwing beanbags.
Like just
not
hippies.
at a
Oh,
target.
rip.
Not at a target. Not at a wooden board
Hippies
with holes
doing
in it.
hacky sack.
Right.
Is somewhere around basketball. for
Bocce
you?
ball. Where's that?
Yeah, probably above the NBA for me.
Yikes.
Shame.
I can't.
I've never been a big basketball.
It's not for you. You're too old.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll gladly fall on that sword 100 times.
Hundy.
Right, well, yours. Football 1, Ryan?
Yeah, for sure.
Number 2?
Hockey,
3?
baseball,
4.
basketball. If we're gonna do the big four.
Okay, Tim? 1,
Basketball,
2,
football,
3,
baseball,
4.
bowling.
You know what? I enjoy bowling. Probably
Yo,
more
I
than
love
basketball.
going,
I will actually, like,
I love
When it's
watching
the-
bowling.
Why haven't we done a 3CT bowling outing?
Dude, we
That's a
need to
great
do.
question.
We need to do what I like to call the redneck triathlon.
which is?
It is a round of darts, a round of pool, and a round of bowling.
I know. Does Dutch still have their pool tables?
I don't know. They might.
I know Leisure has pool tables.
The sinkhole, the place up there at Palmyra, I think, still has pool tables.
Oh, they can
They got a
drink
bar
there.
there. Oh, that's a good question, Frank. What should I like better, football or wrestling?
Oh, well, see, wrestling is a fake sport, so that doesn't. They're not the same. You can't quantify them. They're not the same.
No, but
Not kidding. I'm
um,
using the NXT joke, Jim.
I actually think you're right. And here's the deal. And I'm going to tie this into something to tie us back. Go back to like the kid with the All Elite shirt that had to take his shirt off. People forget when you watch professional wrestling, especially like the WWE, you're watching a television show.
Right.
Like you're not watching a
Right,
sport.
you're not- yeah.
You're watching a television show that's being broadcast as a show.
Mm-hmm.
So like with that, there are storylines and there are scripts that people have to follow, and there are like backdrops that you are part of the show. And if the WWE doesn't like what you're portraying, they have the right to ask you to change that. So I don't think you can really compare, because there's nothing better than like good competitive like football.
Also,
Like
the kid knew that he was
fucking
gonna,
absolutely new.
and his friends a
this
plant
is,
that
time out.
videotaped it.
Well, I do want to discuss this. Frank, if this is what I'll say.
Hi, Frank.
If my teams are playing in a big game against like a rival, like when like Notre Dame plays Michigan or Notre Dame plays USC.
We can actually use that as an example. All In took place on the same day as Notre Dame, Michigan, like literally same time.
Yeah.
Jim, what did we do for you?
I made you set up a second TV.
Yep.
If it's my team playing in a big game, football will probably win. The only time it wouldn't would be WrestleMania, but WrestleMania is not during football season, so that point's irrelevant. If I had to pick like watching the Steelers versus the Chargers or a pay-per-view, I'm taking pay-per-view every time. But like if it's a pay-per-view and my team is playing on like Sunday Night Football, I will get a second TV in the room.
Okay, so
Because I don't want to make that choice.
So the actual question is, if you had to give one up, what do you give up?
Probably
Gun to your head.
Probably football.
You give up football.
I would probably give up football. Wrestling was my first love with sports.
Look at this guy. I thought I was gonna have to disown him.
Yeah, no wrestling.
Now tune in to Huddle Up and ask him the same question.
Sunday afternoon special football, Super Sunday Live special.
Wrestling effing sucks. Go football is what he'll say.
Yeah. But here's again the bottom line is this, man. Like, does the WWE look petty or whatever? Sure, you can make that. You can make that argument. But here's the thing. You're also not going to stop watching the WWE, and like everybody that took the video of that kid having to take his shirt off probably didn't take a video of that kid getting a free WWE shop shirt as well.
Fuck that guy's thumb.
Yeah, that guy had a weird thumb from that one video.
You saw that video. That was the grossest looking thumb I've ever seen.
But you know exactly what you're doing, and especially if you're in the front row, you're. I'm not saying that the guy was hoping that Cody and the Bucks and Brandy like tweeted about him, but he wanted
buy him a ticket to Double or Nothing.
He wanted attention for that moment, and he got it.
Yep,
and he got even more
kid.
because Cody and the Bucks and All Elite Wrestling were like, if somebody wants to wear a WWE shirt to our stuff, I'm fine with that. Yeah, good. That's great.
Yeah,
like the WWE doesn't have to.
How many
be okay.
WWE shirts are there out there?
Right. The
compared
WWE,
to the two
there's
All Elite shirts that you
there's
have.
30. And they're
WWE
all
is
AJ
Scotty,
Styles.
stop. The WWE is not getting nervous about AEW. They're not. Like even if AEW signs with Turner.
Yep.
And they're going primetime live show Monday night head to head. You know who's not only not nervous, but is probably really jacked up about that? Vince McMahon in the WWE.
Just to remind you, Scotty, before AEW existed, WWE sold the rights to SmackDown to Fox for $1 billion.
Yeah, they're not getting nervous.
with their current roster. Like, yeah, they're fine. Like, if anything, like I won't say they're nervous.
They're aware.
I would say they really like who they have on the roster.
Yeah.
And they would like to keep everyone they have. If you're an employer and you love the crew you have and a competing shop opens up that does the exact same thing you do, wouldn't you be afraid as a business owner that one of your guys who you love is going to be like, oh man, they only work 4 days a week and they give them free ice cream on Fridays.
I like ice cream.
Like, yeah, and they're going to leave. Like, you're afraid they're going to leave. So as the business owner, which is why people are like going crazy over the stories that Vince McMahon is the conversation of how people are seeing almost a 50% rate or contract extensions are going to be 50% higher than they used to be. Which, by the way, the reason why they're able to pay people more now are those 2 Blood Money shows that you guys complained about.
Right.
But that's okay.
And the two
And
big
the
money
TV
TV deals
deals. Yeah.
that they just signed.
So,
and yeah, Scotty, there are options now, but if you believe what Chris Jericho tweets, they don't want you
they only
in
want
AEW
they
anyway.
only want they only want 6 or 8 of them.
But Frank hits the nail on the head. If Burger King's filming a Burger King commercial in a Burger King restaurant and you walk in with a McDonald's shirt, what do you think is going to happen?
They're going to ask you to come back later, and they'll give you some coupons for some free Whoppers.
Or they're going to like
take a shirt,
change your shirt.
Yeah.
They're going to give
Turn
you a
it
Burger
inside
King
out.
shirt.
Turn your shirt inside
something.
out.
Put it this way: McDonald's logo isn't getting on a Burger King commercial.
You want to know what else probably isn't going to get on a Burger King logo? The color red or the color yellow.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless
Jericho
it's
might have
Burger
been trash.
King
He
red.
might not have been. Like,
well, there was so much goose.
There was, but we're going to talk about that whole thing a little bit later.
Let me ask you this, and suppose we got a new one in town. Do you think the arrival of Jersey Mike's to Lancaster concerns Subway and their 42,000 restaurants and Jersey Mike's 1,500?
No, I think the rise of like multiple like fresher sub options nationwide concerns Subway as a whole.
But I don't
Jersey Mike's
specifically.
No, not one.
Okay.
Not one.
Right, but you're talking on a grander scale. You're talking about all of Subway versus all of Jersey Mike's.
I'm talking about all of WWE versus all of All Elite Wrestling.
Right, but that's one company and one company.
Right, and that's
So would for example a Target be nervous if built right next to the Target is a Walmart Supercenter? Or is that Target going to be worried that the business of the Target is going to go to the Walmart?
Probably.
That's the comparison between the WWE and All Elite Wrestling.
But All Elite Wrestling is not the Walmart. All Elite Wrestling isn't even a fucking thing yet.
I mean,
at this point, it's a T-shirt company,
right?
Correct. They sold
that
T-shirts.
meme earlier was the perfect
The
thing.
truest thing.
Like until you have a card, AEW is a T-shirt company, and I'm not mocking it. Like I'm actually surprisingly enough to most people that listen to our show, I'm actually really excited for AEW.
I'm so jazzed for AEW.
Like I really am because
he's a closet Bucks fan.
No, don't you? You want your mic turned off?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah.
I love the Bung Yucks.
And it's another option. It's another wrestling show to watch. Like Jericho's on it. Like you can call me a Jericho mark all you want.
Oh, you are.
Which I absolutely am. I'm not going to deny it.
Okay, just
so like when he went to New Japan, that was like
the most you've ever been invested in New Japan.
I went out of
ever.
my way to watch New Japan multiple times. If he would have went to Impact, I would have probably watched Impact a lot more.
But you have another reason to watch Impact too. I mean,
roll fucking tide on that. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm not shitting on AEW, but like this belief that the Vince and WWE are somehow scared, terrified of AEW, I think is the complete opposite. I think they are completely aware of what's going on. They are prepping for war, if you will.
They just want to keep the hands they got.
Exactly. That's all it is.
I mean, you saw how well the WWE handled Roman Reigns going out to leukemia.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a top guy going away.
But Dean, and we'll get to Dean. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Another thing from the Rumble that I want to hit on is there was a lot of people mad that Finn Balor lost.
Finn Balor looked like a star.
Finn got that rub big time.
He beat Brock. And got caught.
Exactly.
He got caught.
He got caught by a guy twice his size.
Yep.
In a submission spot.
In an MMA hold.
Yes.
Great
match. And it was 8:40. That match, with the exception of that wackadoo thrown together hybrid tag team match on the pre-show, the Lesnar Finn Balor match was the second shortest match of the weekend.
And I would say
in WWE, it was 8 minutes.
I would say it's a top 5 match of the weekend.
I would, in terms of wrestling matches, I would put that in top 3 probably, maybe, definitely top 5. It was, that match was as perfectly laid out and as perfectly executed as they could have done.
Absolutely,
fantastic,
without question.
And everybody, you can shit on Brock, you can hate on him being a part-timer, you can hate on the fact that a part-timer holds a title. I'm not going to discredit any of that from you. But Brock Lesnar, whether you want to believe that he handpicked Finn or not for this spot,
right?
That I don't know if we'll ever truly find out. But Brock Lesnar sold the shit out of everything for Finn Balor in the lead up to it and that match. Brock gave a shit in that feud.
Fans, if you want to go back and watch that match again, the hidden highlight for that entire match is Paul Heyman.
Oh my God, yes.
Paul Heyman was literally telling the story of the match with the WWE Universal Championship. Yep. At the beginning of the match, he's so confident. He's holding the title over his head.
Yeah, he's doing
Brock's in control.
The Heyman thing.
And then as Finn is starting to get control, the title comes closer to Paul's chest. And he's got it tight.
I don't want to lose it. I don't want to lose it. I don't want to lose it.
The title is neatly tucked. And then Finn gets more of a lead. And the belt becomes undraped. So the grip on the title becomes looser from Paul Heyman. Then he loses a little more grip. And the Paul's arms are opening up and the title is looser to his chest. So it's absolutely fantastic story.
I'm gonna
thought-
have to go back and watch that match.
I thought
Yeah.
Brock told a great story with his mannerisms and his face, and I mean, it was so perfect.
Yo, he's selling diverticulitis from like 4 years ago.
But to your point with the Heyman thing, like there was a one of the Alex Ovechkin's early seasons with the Capitals.
Oh,
The
You're losing
NBC
me.
Sports
Save me.
Washington, the Capitals were so bad that they did like a picture-in-picture Ovechcam. Like, I would love for them to do picture-in-picture Heyman cam for like Lesnar
Okay.
matches, because like he does, and he is one of the absolute best at selling the product that he's out there, you know, that he's the advocate for.
I can't believe. I mean, I remember seeing him around the table spot because he was on the steps.
yep, holding the
And I
title
remember
up.
him. I have to go back and look at that now
Yeah.
because I remember seeing him and realizing he was very visual, but not what he was doing with that. I was definitely watching the action. So I'm gonna go back and just watch the entire match, just watching Paul
And
Heyman.
speaking of Brock Lesnar, did you see the Twitter meltdown of the day?
No.
So WWE released a 9-photo shoot of Lesnar. It's, I guess, the first photo shoot he's done with the E for in like 2 years, and people lost their fucking shit.
Why?
Just something to bitch about.
Just the fucking part timer, yeah, do a photo shoot now. Like, I'm like, I don't even understand why you're mad. Like, isn't this what you wanted out of Lesnar?
Yeah.
To act invested and to be invested?
Right.
Yeah, no, it's fucking, dude.
Did you guys watch the 24?
I did
afterward?
so good.
Oh, that beginning scene is
The work
so
spot?
that
I mean,
clickbaitey.
That clickbait shit of throwing
Click-
the belt.
So
Yep.
perfect.
yeah.
Yeah, because
It
it
got
totally did. I
so
was
many
like,
people
But I'll
talking.
tell you
that's
what.
it? That's all I did was
I'll
just,
tell you
oh,
what.
son of a
I'll
bitch.
tell you what. It worked for me.
Yeah, it did for me,
I
too.
was ready to go to bed, and
Yep.
the first thing they show is Brock Lesnar coming back and just hucking the title.
And Vince going, asshole.
Hey, asshole!
Yep.
Perfect.
Got me watching it.
Right. It got the
And
fucking
then-
media talking and
then
everything.
Then it's 2:00, and I'm going to sleep
Oh,
again.
dude. Sleep isn't really an option, especially on like after Big Four shows.
Yeah, I know.
I need to start taking off the day after at least
True.
Rumble and SummerSlam
Let me
as well,
put
because I
that-
always take off the Monday after Mania.
I'm gonna do
for
that. I'm
sure.
taking the Monday.
Monday after Super Bowl, Monday after Mania, always off.
I might take the Friday off too.
For this year?
For me,
Yeah.
I have off the Wednesday in front. Just
We're gonna have to figure
Wednesday,
out what we're doing.
Thursday,
we're gonna have to
Friday?
talk plans.
For sure.
Oh, okay.
I know
Access.
we're doing some access.
Just
Yeah.
let me know. Let
Yeah,
me know
we'll,
what I
we'll,
should
dis-
take.
we'll
wanna-
discuss. We'll
my,
discuss.
my job has responsible time off, so I can just take off whenever I want.
Nice
so
one.
Just let me know.
What would you grade Takeover?
Wasn't my favorite. B+.
B
okay.
plus.
A B plus, A minus.
I feel
Yeah.
good about
Solid
B+.
show.
Yep.
But there was a little
Yeah.
bit I didn't like. Now, what would you grade Royal Rumble?
I'm gonna give it a B.
Okay.
I thought it was a really solid show. There was a lot of really cool things that happened in there. We didn't talk about it, but like the intergender part. Of
Oh,
that,
yes.
that's a huge thing.
Let's hit on that
Um,
after we grade.
So yeah, B. There was just a lot of awesome spots. I agree with you. I thought Styles and Bryan had a great match. 25 minutes seemed a little bit long for that spot, because that was your down spot. But man, that Brock match brought it right back up.
Sure did.
Solid men's match. So yeah, B.
A plus.
Holy shit!
This was a home run for the WWE. Everything hit. Everything was great. Ronda Sasha was great. The women's
Yes, it was.
rumble.
That match
the
was
women,
real
the
good.
women's rumble was great. Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles did exactly what you needed it to be. A plus.
But Kenny Omega didn't debut.
He wasn't gonna.
Devin gives it an AB. I saw
An ab.
An ab.
No, A for Takeover, B for
Copy. I was
nice.
For me, I'll give it an A. Just the spot in which the title match was on soured me a little bit, but I mean, as each match individually played out, if the card was that one piece would have been swapped, I think it would have been an A plus for me too.
Ryan's already got malaria.
I thought
also.
he's already got it. I thought this Royal Rumble is one of those shows that I always look forward to, and I feel like I get disappointed with a lot. This one hit big time, start to finish.
I will never be more disappointed than I was the year. It was the 2012 Rumble which Chris Jericho should have absolutely won, but Sheamus won it.
Okay, I got you. Yeah.
That Rumble sucked.
Yeah, like Rumble's always was one of those shows like pre-network. It was like that and Mania were ones that I always bought.
Yeah.
Sometimes SummerSlam, and I would probably
I
stream
loved
just about the rest.
SummerSlam.
But like,
What was the Blue Tista one? I think that was that right before Mania 30?
that was Mania 30, so that was the last Rumble not on the network.
Not on the network.
Actually, that was the last event not on the network because the first event.
Wait, Blue Tista? Blue Tista was Shield Evolution. The night before
No, but he meant it was the one that Batista won.
Tista one, that's what I meant.
Bautista.
He wasn't actually. Yeah,
he wasn't in blue at that. Oh, it was Bautista.
Yeah,
Bautista.
Blue Tista came after WrestleMania.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So everybody wanted Reigns to win that one, correct? Because it was like
Yes,
Reigns.
yeah, that was the one where it came down to Reigns and Batista because it.
And it was just
they
because
wanted
it wasn't
they wanted
Batista.
Daniel Bryan.
Right.
Rey Mysterio got booed at 30.
Yes. Oh, he got booed so bad.
Booed out of the freaking building. And then they wanted Reigns because it wasn't Batista. But then of course they and this was my thing too with like the Becky thing and the Seth thing even is, and I'm happy with the results. Like the way they pulled off that women's one was spectacular,
And the way they pulled off the men's
and the way they
one
pulled off the
was
men's
great.
one, it was really good. Like for the rest of 2019, I don't want to hear. Okay, maybe I won't go that far because they could really pull
For
some
the
sour,
rest of January.
for the rest of January. I don't want to hear. Yeah, fuck it. Until WrestleMania, I don't want to hear that the WWE doesn't listen to you. Go back to Royal Rumble. They fucking listen. So like it and just be happy with it. Like
Yeah.
and it was a cool moment. Now let's hit on this the Nia thing from the men's Rumble because
That's a good way. I don't think there's much to not be happy about coming out of this Rumble.
Yes.
Correct.
yeah. I guess
You don't
unless,
have to love it, but there's not much.
I guess unless you don't like Becky Lynch or Seth Rollins.
Right. I just don't. Right.
Seth
is too
well,
predictable.
I mean, there are people that don't like Seth or don't like Becky. So there are those out there. You're okay to be wrong, but but let's talk about. I mean, you had Nia interrupt or attack R-Truth at 30 and enter the men's Rumble.
Yep.
Only the fourth woman ever to enter a men's Rumble.
Yep. She's the first woman to enter both the men's and women's Royal Rumble. She's the first person to eliminate a person in both Royal Rumbles.
Yes. Like, and I think the biggest thing coming out of this, and not that I think we're going to see intergender matches on every Raw or anything like that.
Right.
But like, it's possible now. Like like to have intergender wrestling of any kind on a main roster product is possible now.
Yeah.
Well, I also think part of that door got opened for everyone that wants to boo Ronnie. Started at Mania last year with Ronda and Triple H.
That's a good point.
Like,
Who was it? China, Beth Phoenix, and Karma. Was it
Karma.
Yeah.
Karma? Okay.
So it's
She's fantastic.
and,
by the
and
way.
yeah, Frank Boris is a not Rollins fan, and I know Scotty is not a Becky fan. So there are those out there. They're not the only ones, but there are those out there. But I think honestly, I think one of the places where this could be possibly the most intriguing is the next Mixed Match Challenge.
Sure.
Because I don't think, and not that I think you're going to see a ton of men and women intergender stuff, but you don't need to do like, oh, the Miz tagged Asuka, so there's an automatic tag over here now.
That's fair.
Because I always thought that was dumb.
Right.
Like that's why I never liked mixed tag matches, because like the whole point of a tag match is to work as a team to beat down your opponent. You make the you're tiring out, make the tag, he's fresh, your opponent's still down. So like, why would I ever tag my partner if the fresh person on the apron's still going to come in?
I agree.
So like, I think this opens the door to that kind of stuff, which is awesome.
It is. My big, I don't know how can I say this delicately. WWE is going to have to pick their spots.
Yes.
Where they do this, and the reason why I think this worked so well is because Nia is not like most girls.
Right. She's the most believable on the women's roster to join the men's Rumble.
And my I saw a couple of female wrestlers who I have shared a locker room with say, I don't want to hear another male complain about bumping for a woman ever again.
Okay.
I agree.
No. The size still matters. If you're a 5'3" female,
Alexa Bliss,
you're not gonna get Orton or Ziggler or anyone to bump.
Why wouldn't you?
right? Like
Finn Balor got Brock to bump. You're just now throwing gender in there.
Finn Balor
they're the same exact size, and you're throwing gender in there to change that.
Finn Balor had to throw his entire weight.
So why couldn't a woman do that?
She could, but again, I think that's the weight difference between Finn Balor at 190 and Brock Lesnar at 270.
I'm willing to bet
270. I
Finn
mean, you're
is
giving up
like
100 pounds.
$125.
Yeah, but the difference in weight is
Let's
a
go
little
build
bit.
weight.
What's build weight for Finn?
I'll look them
Brock
up. I'll look
Brock
them up while you guys are
280.
talking.
But to me, it's a different kind of strong too. It's a different strength.
So you're saying women are what, sandwich strong?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Jesus.
That's what it sounded like.
No.
Finn Balor is billed at 5'11", 190.
190 and Brock is
So it's 90 pounds.
Is 280. Yep.
Okay. So then what is Alexa Bliss to Randy Orton? I'm curious now.
Well, Alexa probably doesn't have a build.
Yeah, you're
weight.
not going to find it. Brock Lesnar is billed at 6'3", so that's 4 inches taller, 286.
286.
So almost 100 pounds.
Almost 100 pounds. But it's the same. So what I'm saying,
I kind of see the point you're making.
Because Nia Jax was looking Randy Orton in the eye.
Nia's tall, correct?
She's big.
Right.
So
She weighs more
what
than
about
Randy.
Charlotte and
all
Randy
four
Orton?
women that have entered the men's rumble were big. Beth being the smallest,
Correct.
but still tall.
But my point is that like just because Nia got people to bump,
Right.
doesn't.
Oh, here we
mean
go.
that-
Alexa Bliss is billed at 5'1", 102.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That 102 doesn't
Yeah,
help my cause.
and she's gonna believably bump.
Orton is
Finn
billed
Balor.
at 6'5", 250. So
Yeah.
you're giving up a lot of height, and I mean, 100.
Orton really built at 6'5".
He's 6'5".
I didn't think he was 6'5".
I mean,
Again,
but that's the thing. It's like I think it's just.
I understand the point that you are making.
I think the bigger point isn't the fact that Nia got offense in on the dudes.
It's
The
RKO
bigger
and
story
the-
is that she ate a super kick
Yes.
and a
Yeah.
619 and an RKO, and then she was dumped.
Right, like if
she
if
ate
this
three
if
finishes.
this spot
She
if
could
this
handle. She could handle eating that much.
if
Oh, there it was. There it was. Yeah.
if this spot
That's a huge bitch.
if this spot was just Nia getting offense in on the guys and somehow getting getting the top rope pull spot, I don't think this moment is as noteworthy.
That's
Right.
fair.
Because that's just a woman getting into the men's rumble and then falling for the old rope gag.
Yeah, because like China actually eliminated people.
Yes.
Beth Phoenix, right or wrong, her elimination was kissing the Great Khali over the top rope.
That's true.
Karma eliminated Michael Cole.
Times have changed. That's for
And
sure.
Nia Jax eliminated possible future WWE champion Mustafa Ali,
Right.
which we'll get
Okay.
to a little bit later. So it's like Nia's the way she got into the Rumble means more.
Correct.
Wait,
what
who
she
eliminated
did-
Mustafa Ali?
Nia Jax.
You mean Andrade?
No.
Mustafa Ali.
Yes. Nia Jax eliminated Mustafa Ali from the Royal Rumble. Did you watch SmackDown where Randy Orton called out Mustafa Ali while he was stumbling over his promo
No, I
and
didn't.
said, weren't you the dude that got eliminated by a girl on Sunday? Ooh.
I didn't. I must have
Yeah,
missed
it was Mustafa Ali who got eliminated by Nia Jax.
Missed that. Single
Andrade was a Final Four.
single. I was making no. Was he a Final Four?
Yes, it was Andrade, Rey Mysterio.
because Braun was outside of it. I think
Yeah.
Braun.
Or
and
no,
Seth.
it wasn't. No, it was Dolph.
Yeah.
Andrade
Dolph,
was
right.
yeah.
Right. We thought Andrade was until we realized Braun was still there.
Yep.
God damn Dolph Ziggler too.
Fucking Dolph Ziggler.
Every time I'm hyped, I'm like, hey,
I'm taking time off. Oh, by the way, Royal Rumble's here. I'm in this.
there's one unannounced entrant. Who could it be? It's going to be number 29 because we know, and then it's goddamn Dolph. It's
Kenny Omega.
Dolph Ziggler.
I mean, the guy got similar hair.
I was hoping for Tatanka.
but
Tanaka.
I needed.
yeah,
those
no.
five
This
points.
what happened on Sunday was important. Again,
It was so good, though.
Again,
Like, it was great.
I don't, and again, I don't think you see a lot of intergender wrestling. And let's also be fair too to the indies. Like this is not the first time intergender wrestling happened.
No.
Vince McMahon and Stephanie McMahon didn't collaborate
They did. They actually
to create intergender wrestling.
Oh, I'm getting something on my headphones.
Oh, do we have breaking news?
Breaking news. Here it goes. Cue the music.
Yep.
Go to
like we
Tim at the news desk.
I feel like we should pivot our chairs when that happens.
Yeah, Vince and Stephanie McMahon actually collaborated and invented intergender wrestling there at the Royal Rumble.
There was.
If you do the math, Stephanie McMahon invented women's wrestling.
Yes.
She did.
Yep.
Vince McMahon invented wrestling.
That's correct.
So A equals B, B equals C. A has
equals
to equal
C.
C.
They created intergender wrestling.
Yes.
There we go. We just mathed.
My
right
brain
here on
hurts. I
3CT.
need pizza.
If you guys are into intergender wrestling or you want to see more about intergender wrestling, the independent wrestling scene is a great place to check that out.
That's
Hashtag
exactly where to
support
go.
indie wrestling.
Yep.
Stan Styles puts on a great intergender wrestling bonanza.
That thing's coming up in May. Our timeline on Twitter has been blown
It's
up
getting
about it
blown up.
every day, which is awesome.
They're
I
starting
love
to
it.
drop matches.
Tons of matches.
That's really cool. Just check it out. Like
Almost every
Candice LeRae
indie
was
show.
doing some really innovative shit in intergender wrestling. Chikara's a great spot.
Equal rights, equal fights. It's not about gender. It's about
I mean,
competition.
there's probably going to be
Does
some of that at
Excellence
National Pro Wrestling Day
dabble?
next Sunday at 2:30. No,
What now?
There is intergender.
Yeah.
there is an intergender
At
match.
At 2
I
o'clock,
believe.
yeah. I mean,
Tell
their
us
tag
360
team.
next
Their
Sunday.
tag team champions is Kimberly and the Whisper.
there you go. So like, support indie wrestling. Frank asked, "Do you agree that Naya's mic and ring skills need improvement?" Yeah, she needs to not be on the mic. Like, I don't mean to be that way, but like,
Who's worse, Naya or Rowdy? Ronda.
oh God, we'll get to
Nia,
that promo. Naya's
Really?
worse. Overall, Naya's worse, and I'll tell you why in a little bit.
Yep, I'm probably with
That's
you.
a cliffhanger.
But
folks.
let's talk about Dean real quick. Obviously,
Dino.
the news started coming out yesterday that Dean Ambrose will be wrapping up with the company in April. The WWE, they came out and made a statement. The thing it started blowing up from, I think it was the Torch first, and then obviously everybody picks it up, including ESPN and CBS Sports and Bleacher Report and everything under the sun.
I got mine from Dirty Sheets.
From Dirty Sheets. Oh no, you read it and then you had Dirty Sheets, I think is what. But and then of course the WWE jumped on it, which I was actually really surprised that the WWE jumped on it and put out their own statement. Here's the thing: out of the Shield guys, I was always least invested in Dean Ambrose. There's been a few points where I've been like, okay, I can buy into this, and then I think I very quickly sour. I don't find Dean Ambrose's matches very exciting. I don't find Dean Ambrose that compelling. John Moxley, as I've gone backwards, super exciting. I enjoy Moxley's work, but I'm fine if Dean Ambrose is no longer in the WWE. I'm okay with it. Now, I'll leave it at that with your guys' thoughts on just the news that Dean is leaving before we kind
Pick it
of
apart.
crack open the coconut a bit.
I liked him in the Shield and like 3-man group, having him being like that lunatic, loose end
Right,
sort of guy.
yeah.
That I thought fit well singly. I never really cared about it. John Moxley, he wrestled some in CZW, did a couple death matches. Like I think that's what people. Fucking don't care. Tim,
I personally
I like your hoodie, by the way.
Thank you.
You
It's
can
available-
get one of those at
It's collar and elbow brand.
promo code 3count.
10% off. Always the number.
Always the number.
Aren't they comfy?
They're so comfy.
Yeah, go over there, buy some of the Mean Gene stuff. They got a Mean Gene Mania shirt, and they got a couple of Mean Gene like head shirts.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
They the money's going to go to his family. So.
With the Mean Gene Mania.
Yes.
Sure, okay.
Only goes up to 3X though.
Is
Not
it?
happy about that.
Yeah, they need to work on that.
So I was going to fucking buy that one.
Yeah, that's what I would have bought too. Well,
Yeah.
he saved me a trip.
So, I personally like Dean Ambrose. I like him. I've liked him ever since he came a part of the Shield. The one thing that I can understand his frustration on is his character at times has been hokey.
I agree.
And if you're a person who doesn't necessarily like hokey stuff and you want to do more serious stuff, then you could probably be burnt out. You know?
Sure, absolutely.
Like there's creative differences right now, I'm sure. I don't think he goes to wrestle. I don't think he rushes off to go wrestle anywhere. And I think he comes back in like 2 years.
I think he'll be back eventually. Let's get out ahead of this one. This does not affect Renee Young in the WWE.
Oh, but it will.
I don't think it does. Really?
Mm-hmm.
In what way?
Jeez, Jim, let me tell you how this.
There's no way that Dean Ambrose is gonna let his wife be on the road by herself. No.
I 100% disagree.
No, watch. It's not going to be soon, but when Renee's contract's up, she gone.
I 100% disagree, especially
gone.
especially if you think Dean will be back.
Yeah, she'll be gone, and
They
then they'll come
all
back
come
together.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I disagree.
I think she's gone.
Because
she's just going to go to ESPN.
Ba-na-na, ba-na-na.
I mean that's
being the first female broadcast partner on Monday Night Raw. It's going to go a long way.
okay. Yeah, I still disagree though.
Okay.
I mean they
Agree
live.
to disagree.
I mean they would have to move to Connecticut. They live in Vegas. I don't see that happening.
They don't have to. There's a LA ESPN.
Ba-na-na, ba-na-na.
It's not like they don't have planes. I mean, Charlie Caruso works for WWE or for ESPN.
Yeah, she also lives in New York.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's a short little jaunt up to Connecticut.
Yeah.
I do love Charlie Caruso. We'll see.
Charles.
We'll see what happens with Renee. I don't think it affects Renee. Now, the question is, the St. Patty's Day
St.
collar and
Patty's
elbow
Day.
shirt.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna buy that.
Yeah,
one.
I probably
that
will
one a lot.
too.
That's badass.
Now the question:
Go 3 count.
work or shoot?
Nah, I think this is real.
Jim, I'm not sure what those words mean.
Is
I'm
this real,
I'm just a stupid fan.
or is this
Is
show?
this real news or is this fake news?
Yeah. Is it real news?
Now with the sound clips I'm understanding.
Or is it?
You are fake news.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
Which one is it?
I got it.
9/11 with that the Family Guy episode. You remember that when Lois ran for mayor just on the basis of all she said was 9/11.
9/11.
Jim, I don't think it matters, and here's why.
Okay.
The WWE is going to win either way. They're going to say, "Hey, I told you so. We told you he was leaving, so you shouldn't be surprised about that, and you can trust us because we put this out there. And in the
Okay.
future, when they work us, then we're going to get that swerve, or they can like re-sign him or work it into some sort of angle, like I think you had said in the pre-show, which you can find on Patreon, patreon.com/3CountThursday.
$2, literally $2.
That's a steal, guys. And then Dean Ambrose can like work his way back into a job, and then they can settle on a contract or something. Like, you know, I'd rather just be a fan to this and not know about it.
Not know whether it's real or fake.
Correct. Can you imagine, like some of the WCW times when they were taking like wrestlers and like we knew all about it.
Like when Scott Hall shows up on Nitro and you're like, oh, this is
Well, obviously Scott Hall showed up on Nitro because Twitter's been bitching about it for 2 weeks now.
A guy at work and I were
Things
just
like
talking
that.
about this because I had my NWO Wolfpack shirt on the other week and he was in prepping a gig and he goes, where'd you get that NWO shirt? And I was like, it's like WWE shop. And we started talking about when like Hall and Nash showed up and who's the third man, and it wasn't Kamala. And
Sounded good.
yeah, that was a good one. And just, you know, looking back at that time, like, you know, you would stay up and you would switch over to Nitro and you see Scott Hall and Kevin Nash and you're like, they're not, but they're like WWF guys.
Right.
They're not supposed to be there.
Right.
Like,
You know who I am,
right.
but you don't know why I'm here.
Like I would hate to just sit there and go, oh, this is work.
Alondra Blaze's contract's up. Expect her to sign to WCW, and then 2 weeks later she drops the belt in the trash can. It doesn't have any meaning,
right,
because you knew it was
exactly.
coming.
Exactly.
So that's kind of where I'm at with this, and it sucks, and it's never going to change now. Now that it's this
Oh,
way, it's never going
we're
to
all
change.
too far gone. But like, I think this exact scenario provides a really interesting opportunity for the business and for the WWE, because here's the thing: at the heart of hearts, I do probably, like, a gun to my head, I do believe that he's gone.
I agree.
But like, you know, let's pretend that, you know, his contract goes to the end of April. Let's say, look, he's done at Mania. Let's just pretend they say that, and you know, night after Mania, or, you know, hell, May 1st, what's the first Raw? Let me pull it up here.
Why not call it that? Why not the end of April? Maybe his contract will run out.
Let's say we know his contract ends Tuesday, April 30th.
Okay.
So the first Raw in the month of May is May 6th. Let's just say that, you know, Rollins wins the title at WrestleMania, and you know, he's coming out and he's doing open challenges every week. Poof, poof, you know, hits them all. May 6th he comes out, open challenge time, and Ambrose's music hits. Like, it wouldn't surprise. Like, I truly don't know which one it is, and I love that right now.
Why can't you have his? Let's say his date is 30th.
Okay.
But work it that it's Mania.
Okay.
And just work it. Work it up until his fucking last day.
Sure.
That
why not?
maybe his last day is Mania. So then the Raw after Mania, you know what, Dean's done. He lost his match against Triple H. He's done.
Yeah.
Whatever. Let's just say if he wrestles Triple H. We'll work that shit. You still have the rest of the month.
Like
he's under contract. You don't need to know it.
I look at the, you know, Dean on a metal chair with a microphone spot, and Nia interrupts him, as part of me that makes it thinks it's a work.
Okay.
But in the same time, maybe that's why they sent Nia out there. I don't know. Like,
Scott's got a good point. Maybe we're seeing the return of Mr. USA.
Mr. America?
No, Mr. America was Hulk Hogan. We talked about that previously. This would be Mr. USA.
Tony Atlas?
Oh,
fuck.
shit.
Mr.
America.
Mr. America.
Mr. America.
Mr. MAGA. What an awful gimmick that would be. I take it back. He could still wear the wife beater and everything. Tim, work, shoot, real, fake?
It's real. It's real. I'm with it. It's real.
Like I
Does
said,
he go somewhere?
I don't think so. I think he goes home.
Like indie home, or just like, I'm done
Home.
wrestling for a
Home.
little bit?
His actual home.
Okay.
He goes. Let me actually talk in the microphone.
Hold on, here he goes.
He goes home to Vegas and he plays with his adorable bulldogs. And,
Vegas, huh?
yeah.
You say Vegas?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, he could still be in Vegas in, like, May, right?
I mean, that's where he lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he would naturally be...
Close.
He would be in Vegas in
Yeah,
May.
he'll be there.
Okay.
I hate
Why
you
wouldn't
guys
he be?
so much.
All right, let's talk about...
Do you think Dean's a gambler? He wouldn't
Like-
go double or nothing, right? He wouldn't ever take those odds.
Well, he wouldn't go all in.
No, that's for sure.
He can't go all in.
He didn't...
Unless
yeah,
he had a good hand.
Yeah, but he didn't go all in.
Okay.
But double or nothing's certainly possible.
Maybe.
I mean,
It's all about the odds.
he's at least going to be eligible to go double or nothing. Probably, right?
Was it
most
a
likely
90 day?
No, because his contract's expiring.
Okay.
This isn't a granted release. This
Gotcha.
isn't a fired. This is a contract's up. Like, if contract's up April 30,
There's no complete to worry about. That makes sense.
He could show up to a AEW press conference on May 1.
That's
You know what I mean? Like, it's It's that quick. There's no.
So there's no doubt it's not AEW if he goes anywhere. It's not Impact or ROH.
I would be shocked if he would go to a every week type of company.
Okay.
Like and again, by the time we get to that point, AEW may be an every week company. I don't know what that looks like. But sitting here today, I think it's all elite or nothing. And I think both are equally as possible. All right, so let's go to.
He is a lunatic.
He is a lunatic. So let's go to Monday night. We found out Brock versus Seth, and at least currently as we know it, Ronda versus Becky. We'll talk about possible additions. But you hit on it. Holy hell, did Phoenix knock Ronda off that promo? Holy hell.
I feel like Ronda didn't come out of the gate strong to begin with.
She didn't.
Not to crap on Phoenix, crapping on her, but she stumbled a bit to begin with.
But here's the deal, and this is why I said when you said who's worse on the mic, Ronda or Nia. This is why I say Nia.
Right.
When push came to shove, and you had the post-match face-to-face with Becky and with Ronda, and Ronda wasn't happy, smiley Ronda Rousey. It was, I'm going to kick your face in at WrestleMania, Ronda Rousey.
Right.
Ronda turned it on.
Hey, I did a watch party on Facebook.
How about that?
Look at me.
That's pretty cool.
I don't know what
Ronda,
it does.
Ronda turned it on.
Right.
And, like, even though she, like, stumbled, I think she stumbled over something. She stumbled, but it felt real.
With Bailey.
She stumbled with Bailey when they sent Bailey out.
Mm-hmm.
But when it was Ronda and Becky face-to-face, she did trip over a word, but again, that's believable. Like if you're arguing with a friend, you're arguing with somebody you're not getting along with, it's not going to be perfectly clean, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the post match when you saw badass Ronda, that's the Ronda I want.
Yeah, you want to know why?
Because it wasn't scripted.
Because she's a heel.
Yeah, exactly.
Just turn her heel already.
Just do it.
Right. That's what everybody wants.
Well, the fans are already booing.
Right.
Turn her
so
heel.
she's the Roman Reigns of the women's division right now?
Ish.
I mean, the champion, the one that hasn't really lost. The fans aren't behind her anymore.
She's a natural heel, though.
I agree with her.
Yeah.
I think the baddest bitch in the planet is not a face moniker to carry anyway. I agree.
Right.
I agree. I thought she needs to slow down. She just gets so hyped up and talks really fast, and then she fucks up her words.
Yo,
she just needs to
I
slow
agree.
down.
Yo, when she said she was going, she could kill Becky Lynch.
I was like,
Ooh.
That's fine. I like that.
That's
but
totally
slow that
fine.
shit down.
That's totally
Be
fine.
the baddest bitch and like enunciate
Ooh,
that shit and
PG.
own your. She probably could kill her with her bare hands. I totally believe it.
Yeah, but you don't have to say it.
What, kill?
I'm totally fine with it.
Yeah.
Totally fine.
Murder.
No, kill.
A crime.
She said, "I'm going to murder you."
What is
kill you?
Okay, but stop. When I'm watching the Capitals Penguins in the fucking second round of the playoffs, because it's been that way
all about hockey
for the
No
last
one
5
cares.
years, and it's probably going to be this May. And I see Crosby coming up the ice. I'm going to say, Ovi, kill him. I don't mean I actually want to see him dead. I don't actually want to see him dead.
Okay, it is.
No, okay, I'm not that much of an asshole.
So you say kill him, you mean maim him?
I hit him. Fucking hit him. Or if I see, fucking Redskins quarterback Josh Johnson versus the Cowboys. Kill him. I'm going to say kill him. And I've explained that because, like, my wife goes, what is wrong with you? I go, no, I don't mean I actually want to see him dead. I just, kill him is a lot easier to say than hit him really hard and tackle him and stop the play before he gets a first down. Kill him comes out quicker.
When are we going to podcast?
Michael Irvin
Just woke up.
crossing the field, yell, kill him. That's not.
What is wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you? The man broke his fucking neck, Ryan.
He does a lot of coke, too.
I didn't mean kill him. I just meant hit him.
No. That man sweats too much. He's too excited and not used to do coke.
No, he wears like 24 karat gold sweaters. He's just hot, okay?
Okay.
The man broke his neck, Ryan.
You know who else broke his freaking neck?
Kurt Angle.
Yup.
There it is.
Where's Michael Irvin's gold medal?
He was never. He was because there's not an Olympic sport for American football.
The
There
Eagles
should
secondary
be.
took care of that.
So worst.
What is wrong with you?
I didn't mean kill him.
But anyway, that's why Ronda greater than Nia in promos. Neither are great.
She's not like most.
Right, that is true. We saw the beginnings of the tag title qualifiers for the women.
Kelly joined. Say hi.
Hi, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly. I didn't see that.
She joined the watch party.
Aha.
Because you're not part of
I'm
it.
not part of your watch party.
Dude, by the way, love The Office. Was that you and I talking about that?
I love The Office.
Love it. I'm now officially halfway through. I'm 100 episodes in.
So good.
Fantastic. You've watched it here or there.
I've seen The Office. Yes,
So
I was
rich.
not. I was never a every week.
I never watched it once.
I know.
Up until this
It's
year.
so funny to
It is
see you so
hilarious.
jacked up.
So jacked. This
About-
is why I never want to be that guy, because I want to talk about it and share my
It's
experiences.
okay. And guess what?
And I feel like you're like, it's 8 years too late.
No,
but
no.
Tim over here is like, it's hilarious.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it, Tim.
Hey, bud.
We should talk about The Office.
Hi.
How are you?
Your arm's so strong. Look at the
Oh,
tightness.
It's baloney
it's
strong.
It's getting weird in here.
It's all vanity muscle. Yeah, I
But
got.
no, the people that like that show will be more than happy to talk with you about it. I'm sure.
I want to get a Dundee Award from my desk.
There you go.
That's
See
where I'm
how
at
much
in my
fun is
life.
that?
It's so much fun.
Right?
God damn it, it is. I'm going to order one right now on the podcast. I'm going to stop what I'm doing, go to eBay, and order a Dundee.
It's way better than what I was doing.
I had bought a.
I rolled over there.
I downloaded the Sheets app. I'm thinking about ordering something.
No,
on the way home.
don't
No,
do
I
it.
can get something good.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Taco salads.
I had
Grilled chicken something.
Office Space Initech. Like they worked at Initech.
yes.
I had an Initech coffee mug. And then one time I wasn't paying attention and I went to put it down on the table and I put it down on the edge of the table.
Rip.
Shattered.
Rip.
It ruined my day. It was a Friday. It was payday.
I gotta tell my boss I gotta go home.
And it ruined my day.
I gotta go home. I can't. I gotta change my clothes. I have a gripe with this women's
Okay. Let's hear it.
elimination chamber
Tag thing?
the tag thing.
Okay, let's hear it.
So on Raw, chicks be qualifying. There's actual matches.
Okay.
SmackDown,
Chicks just got in it.
Mandy Rose is like
Oh, this is why you're sour.
Naomi. Naomi made me hurt and made Big Tamana splash on me, and I had a complex. So now we're just gonna enter the elimination chamber match. Who'd you beat? Huh? Who'd you beat?
She's Mandy Rose.
I don't.
She doesn't
care.
have to beat anybody.
Yes, she does.
Why doesn't she have to, Ryan?
Corey Graves said so.
Okay, I'm glad we're believing in the book of Corey Graves.
Have you read the book of Corey Graves?
No,
Is there a book
it's
of Corey
illegible.
Graves? No, it's not. I think it is.
It's all on his skin.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
he has
again, I
tattoos.
mean, it is what it is. Like,
It's just
I know you're sour because it's Mandy.
no. I'm sour because earn the match, man.
Sure,
Earn it.
sure.
Someone's getting a Mandy 8x10
there's
for Christmas.
There's three tag teams. There's only 2 female tag teams on SmackDown. So I would suspect that Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville could beat any tandem that's thrown together.
Yeah, but see, that's what you get for thinking again. I mean, like, there's plenty of tag teams on both shows, and the current tag team champions on Raw are 2 guys that were just thrown together, and the tag team champions of SmackDown are 2 guys that were just thrown together.
They have
One of which is
dad
Matt's-
issues.
I'm just saying.
Matt's favorite wrestler.
Matt, yeah.
They have daddy issues.
Here we go. I'm just saying, man.
My
like,
favorite. I love calling them Team Daddy issues. My dad didn't love me enough.
And then over on Raw, you got
Cool dad Bob Roode and his son Chad.
Hey, there it is.
Glorious Bob.
like, you know what I mean? I do. I get what you're saying, but like the whole notion of
But they're not
because
together
aren't most
anymore.
of the aren't the most of like almost every tag team in this thing's gonna just be thrown together.
No.
Mandy and Sonya.
Yeah,
Most
they are.
of them.
They were together under Paige. They've kind of split. I mean, they've been
No.
together. I don't think they are a team
They're
together.
a team, yes.
I don't think they are.
They're going to be a team in this thing.
Yes, they are.
But it's
But
because
I
of
feel
their
like
history.
they've split a
They
bit.
did split.
No, but they're back together. They're
They're
fine.
running parallel.
Did you see the meme of
and what, the Iconics or the other one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you
okay.
see the meme of like Mandy in the sparkly red dress and Naomi in the sparkly blue dress? It's like, which do you pick, red pill or blue pill?
Red.
The old Matrix. Yeah, I'd go red. Blue's fine, but red's better.
I think Mandy's
for
hot
me.
as hell. I'm not gonna lie.
I'd roll Tide.
There's actually a photo shoot of Mandy and Sonya as HBK and Sherry.
Well, everybody, good night.
It's free real estate. It's so good.
That was strangely arousing.
They're getting so much better with these. We have so many.
I'm doing my best.
He's got 11 buttons over here, so
I
you
got
gotta
a lot of
figure-
buttons. I need a touch screen
pick a
monitor
random
though.
one.
Like
You
I want to just be able to
do.
do that.
Oh, that's what I need.
That's what I need. I need a touch screen monitor.
Pick a random one. Push it. Brrp, that one.
Nothing for you.
Oh, that works.
All right. Also on SmackDown, we have seen the debut and unveiling of the new WWE Championship. Championship. I fucking love it. I love new Daniel Bryan.
That title belt's dank.
I want that thing to drop on the WWE shop. I will buy it depending on.
I want
cost.
that. I want
feel
it
like
put
any
together by
shop-
Ron Swanson.
Shop guy, yeah, Ron Swanson could put that together. Any boy in like shop class could make you a WWE championship.
That's true.
Ch-
Actually, I have a lot of burlap
championship.
at my work. I could probably put one of those together.
As a person who loves Total Divas or Total Bellas, did you see the meme of it's like it took us a year to figure out what Daniel Bryan was cutting all that wood for?
Fantastic.
When Daniel Bryan and
Yes.
John Cena were cutting wood
Cutting
together.
wood. Ryan's
it's
sitting
all
over
for
here. I
that.
have no clue what it.
No clue. It's a
stop
great.
wa-
It's a great prop for a champion.
Take not another teen movie out of your DVD player and watch something else.
It's just so funny.
He is. He's currently watching The Office.
Yeah.
With all of his free time. But no, I do. I like new Daniel Bryan. I obviously would expect we see this the new title until Mania. I would think he's going to hold it till Mania.
It's a title made to be destroyed.
Yes,
I can't wait.
absolutely.
Yeah, I mean it is what it is. But I fucking love it. I swear I do.
Yeah, it's great. It really is a great prop for him.
It's so good looking.
When's the last time we've seen this? Was it? I mean,
The last person to
Was
have
it
his
Cena?
own title.
was it the spinner? belt?
Naomi had the glow belt.
Oh god,
Yeah,
that was brutal. I forgot
Naomi
about
had
that.
the glow belt.
Like this is very Attitude Era to me. Like this is the Austin Smoking Skull, the Rock Brahma Bull belt,
the
which I guess we
Brahma
never
belt
really
we never
got.
saw.
But you know that
I
is
mean
this is
Cena's spinner
something.
belts.
The Rock. The Rock. Well, the last personalized title.
It had to have probably
The
been
rated
the
R. It was Naomi.
The
For-
Naomi. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
In terms of the
Naomi.
men's, it was probably the rated R spinner belt.
Ooh, that was bad too.
Yeah, it gives you chills, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it literally did.
Fucking a bit. I mean, or technically, the Miz turning the spinner belt upside down and locking the
Oh, he
WWE
did
logo
that.
into the M. But that's just, you know what I mean. That's just a modification on a current title. It would be the
Much
rated
like
R
those-
belt would be the last men's.
Those indie wrestling belts. Huh? Is that what we're modifications on current titles? Slap a sticker.
Speaking of like, I mean, you go back to WCW, had the Lance Storm's Canadian title. I fucking loved that thing.
There's 3 titles. Yeah.
Wasn't it? Did the LWO do one?
No, so Lance Storm did 3 titles.
Okay.
He did the U.S. title, he did the hardcore title, and he did the
God, the WCW
television
hardcore title.
Let me look that up. Hold on.
Shit.
Yikes.
But again, I love it. I love what. I'm still curious to see where this whole fucking Rowan thing's. I don't like. Are they just? Is it just like a herd of Nirvana fans? I don't know. Like I don't understand. Like what's going on. I don't. I mean, I guess he's just got to be his muscle, his flabby muscle. I don't know.
I guess.
But we'll go from there.
Rowan?
Yeah.
Is that? Did you see his Titantron?
Oh shit! What is it?
It's Rowan, but the O is the recycling logo.
So they're just a gang of
Captain Planet.
Captain
Planeteers. Yeah.
So here we go. During Lance Storm's time in WCW, he held 3 championships: the U.S. title, the Cruiserweight title, and the Hardcore title, that he renamed the Canadian Heavyweight Championship, the 100 Kilos and Under Championship,
That's so good.
and the Saskatchewan Hardcore International title.
That's so good.
Can you also the Saskatchewan Hardcore International title?
That's so good. I'm from Winnipeg, you idiot.
It's an acronym.
What is it? Say it again.
Saskatchewan Hardcore Invitational title.
Nice. Shit. Nice.
Russo.
Russo equals shit. Yeah, I bailed. I also bailed on the Russo Coon podcast after about 2 episodes. I'm like, even if I it's not that I don't even like Matt Coon, but I can't listen to Vince Russo bro me for 2 hours. Like,
no, I want to hear a conversation. I want to hear the Matt Coon and Vince Russo podcast with special guest Matt Riddle. And I just want,
is that a thing?
I want Russo and Riddle to just bro each other until the Polar Express is gone.
Yeah,
like a Jay Lethal.
There was even times where like they throw out a topic that I'm like, that would be a good topic, and then I can't.
Bro,
I can't.
Listen, here's how the Ryback wins
and like
the
he
world
doesn't even
title.
have like good equipment, so it's like all this like hissy sounding freaking. It's like, yeah, bro, I just bro in WCW, bro. Thank you.
Hey, bro, listen.
Yes.
This is what's going on right now.
It's awful. Russo sucks.
They're probably recording it right outside of Russo's trailer, so it is probably windy.
Probably
Trailer Park.
Bro. New U.S. champion, R-Truth.
New U.S. champion Shinsuke Nakamura. Newer United States champion.
Right? Like hot potato. I mean, good for Truth. Like he's been super entertaining forever. And he's not a bad worker. So like I'm okay with him getting a rub. It just seems odd that you like pull it off of Rusev who hasn't won a pay-per-view match in 2 years.
I saw that.
That's fucking depressing as hell. Put it back on Nakamura just to have him drop it. Like it just
the spot was so good. Did you didn't?
Yeah,
did you
no,
watch?
I did. I saw it. I didn't see SmackDown, but I saw.
It's so good.
Yeah, I mean it leads stuff to be able. Now, Charlotte she's going to be added to the Mania match, right?
No,
I hope not.
I hope
Absolutely
not.
not.
I'm saying that I hope she doesn't, but like it looks like she's going.
I think it's going to be a rematch with her and Asuka.
God, I hope so. Like that Ronda versus Becky is the match we never got. Like we're getting it.
Becky is going to do everything in her power to make it so undeniable that it's 1-on-1. That if they add Charlotte, it's just going to make it worse.
Like here's the thing, and this isn't. I'm not even like anti-Charlotte, but like this match doesn't need it. This match doesn't need Charlotte. This match. What are you doing?
I went the wrong way.
Jesus.
I went the wrong way. Actually startled me.
It did. I was like,
it startled me.
But like,
bro,
this spot doesn't need a Charlotte Flair. It just doesn't. Man. Like,
did you just dab?
No.
Whatever.
What the fuck is happening?
He's dabbing.
I'm not. No. What?
Elimination Chamber match for the.
Where does Charlotte belong on the Mania?
I think with Asuka.
Okay.
I
totally agree.
Perfect.
Dude, I stand by what I tweeted. I really do. I think that's how it needs to end.
Oh yes,
I really, really do.
Yeah, you can check that out at RYN Eagle. It's probably the last thing you tweeted.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Brian Styles, Jeff Hardy, Mustafa Ali, and
Mustafa
and Orton and Samoa Joe in the Elimination Chamber.
That's how Nigel McGuinness pronounced
Mustafa
it.
Mustafa Ali.
Mustafa Ali.
At the Elimination Chamber.
Have
Should
you
be a
watched the
solid
Nigel
match.
McGuinness thing yet on the
Yes,
on the,
I
on the
watched it.
network? Have you
I gotta
watched
check
it?
that
It is
out.
so good. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was not a huge Nigel fan in like Ring of Honor, but wow,
I watched that.
fucking A. I missed out.
Nigel that was my era of Ring of Honor.
Okay.
We totally missed out.
We've talked about like how I think Morrow is better suited for like real combat sports as opposed to wrestling. Because just the way he calls a fight. Like I love Marinello, I love the story, but I do always enjoy the like table cam.
Oh my god!
Like
yes.
isolated audio.
Did he just kick out of the fairy tale ending?
Like I freaking love the video that WWE dropped yesterday with the Morrow just reactions to everything that's
so
happening.
good.
My God.
It's so good. Like you can tell how much that guy loves what
Loves
he
it.
does.
I mean,
it's-
standing
which
up,
is awesome.
calling spots.
Which is just
So good.
awesome. Like we do that at indie shows, but it's because people stand up in front of us.
That-
That is not because we love it. I mean,
That,
we do love
our
it.
asses fall asleep on the metal
Well,
chair.
that's true, too.
3 hours into a show.
The last movie I saw, Chad, was Bohemian Rhapsody.
In a theater?
In the theater.
Jesus Christ.
Saw it in the theater. It was
I
great.
couldn't tell you the last movie I
Fucking
saw in a
love it.
I
theater.
can, and it's not. I'm not proud.
Is it Pootie Tang?
No, it's
never Pootie Tang.
Avengers: Infinity War.
Okay.
It's been that.
Is that just
long.
because it's been that long?
Yeah.
I kind of fell out of going to movies for a while, but like
you beat?
I want to invest back in.
So you're fine.
What was
But
it?
I love going to
Venture a guess.
The Ted DiBiase film.
Holy, that's like
with
3
intern
years.
Mark. That was the last time.
No, that just came out. That was this year.
No, it wasn't.
Look it up.
Yeah.
Google
Couldn't
it.
have been.
Well, it wasn't 2019.
What happened to intern Mark?
2018. What? He's standing outside of Hershey Park
Just
yelling.
watching him slowly demo the entranceway.
Yeah, this is intern.
At least they don't.
No, not the bathhouse. No.
They've closed down Minetown Vittles.
Oh, don't ever say that. He's gonna hear this. Man, that's tough. All right, let's go to a couple of quick hit items here as we get close to wrapping up the show. Hideo Itami granted his release from the WWE this week after Tuesday night. He tweeted out just a simple thank you. I think it's expected that he'll be going back to Noah.
November 2017.
That's not like a year and a half, almost year and a
When
quarter.
was Infinity
Year and a quarter.
Wars?
April 2018.
Okay, so
All right, so Ryan does have you
okay.
beat. So
Yeah.
Itami God, look, the
See ya.
super talented. His WWE career got derailed by injuries. It sucks, but it is what it is.
To also put it into perspective, Hideo Itami was practically retired when WWE called him for the contract.
Okay.
So everything that Itami just did is like bonus.
Yeah, and you know what, and yeah, I also think like while he was out injured, you had Nakamura come in, praying for not like North American wrestling stars. So, wish him the best. Whatever he does, it is what it is.
He's going to be great. Kenta, if you haven't gone back and watched old school Kenta, there is
Indeed.
There's
Oh,
some,
no, that's Kai and
there's
Ty.
some great matches with Kenta. Kenta versus Low Key absolutely tears it up. Kenta and Samoa Joe.
punchline was Low Key.
Kenta and Daniel Bryan as Bryan Danielson. They have like some really, really great matches. I think Final Battle 2005 is Kenta versus Low Key for I think the GHC Junior Heavyweight Championship, and it is phenomenal. I believe I'm right on that.
All right. Yeah, Ryan just pointed something out to me. Like we do the PW scorecards, which I forgot to like score mine, add them up, and get all of our scores.
Wasn't good.
We is not good.
Nobody
well,
sent anything in there, did they? So we still win.
You're right, but we never posted our scores, so I guess somebody could have beaten us.
Oh,
Whatever.
it's bad.
But PW Scorecards is doing a scorecard for the Super Bowl, so I'm gonna have to fill one of those out. Chris Jericho was apparently drinking Grey Goose during the Royal Rumble. He tweeted, "Hey at WWE, at Ring of Honor, and at Impact Wrestling. I love watching you push all your randoms, but just know that we are interested in maybe 6 to 8 of your talents total. We don't need you at AEW Wrestling." He then tweeted, "Intimidation and fear goes a long way in our business, guys. But let's be honest, at Brock Lesnar needs to pull up his pants and lose the gut. The dream is over, dude. I don't play by the script at WWE, at AEW Wrestling."
Yeah, did you then see the people blow him up on Twitter by showing pictures of him dressed
The
up
fact
like
that he has a fucking gut.
dressed up like a young buck with that big belly hanging out?
Yeah, look, like that was the first thing. Like, don't get me wrong. I think this is
He
funny.
who is without sin shall cast the first
Right,
stone. Jericho.
I have no problems with Jericho like throwing these bombs out and generating clicks and things like that.
Say that shit to Brock's face, bruh.
First off, do that. But secondly, if you're gonna make fun of a guy's fucking body, you probably don't want to have like a gut.
Hey,
I mean,
Jim,
realistically, Jericho was never a body guy either.
Jim, you're
No.
a big fat piece of shit.
No, but like,
Come on now.
Yeah.
I can
But,
only
like,
hold so much back.
there was points in Jericho's career where he was in better shape, even recently.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if like he stopped doing the yogas and just kept doing the Grey Gooses. I don't know.
What is that goddamn cruise?
But like he does, dude. He has like a fucking belly on him, and I'm not like shaming him or anything
His
like that.
cardio is out of this world.
But like,
he's-
you know what
he's
I
in
mean?
ring
Like,
shape.
and fucking Brock looks like a fucking machine right now.
Yeah.
Like the
And
dude
Brock had a bit of a belly. I'm not
that
gonna
much.
I feel like Brock was more like UFC fight body style than WWE, like ripped and shred body style.
Okay,
He
sure.
definitely had a belly this show. It was noticeable. I
Not,
feel like we talked about it.
but okay, compared to what Jericho's at right now, though,
Look at that virgin just right there.
I want to pull up. I'm trying to fucking. The internet's broken.
He's an adult virgin.
Goddamn internet.
Here it goes.
Here we go. Here's our profile.
Thanks for
Because I tweeted out the Brock Lesnar
It's the chair.
the photo shoot earlier somewhere. I'll find it. But like, it's yeah. He may not be like the skinniest version of Brock Lesnar in the entire world,
Right.
but there's no he still looks better than Jericho right now. Like, I guess that was probably my point.
Up.
Oh, here we go.
Up.
But yeah. So again, I have no issues whatsoever with yeah. I mean, he's not like Brock's not rocking his 6-pack here, but he looks better than Jericho.
He's holding
at this
it in
point.
there. Go back and watch the spot where he hits the table.
Okay.
I'm not saying it looks like a bowl of jelly, but
I would hope you're not. For Sunday night, if you don't want to watch Maroon 5 during the halftime show, you could instead watch Halftime Heat.
Lit.
HBK on commentary. This, of course, going to air on the WWE Network. You got Ricochet, Aleister Black, and the Velveteen Dream taking on Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano, and Tommaso Ciampa.
HBK is going to be great on commentary because he can watch the whole ring. So that'll be great. He won't miss a moment.
I'm definitely gonna.
We're done. Nothing is going to be said that's going to beat that joke.
The cross eyes.
That's funny. I missed the point where you're the host of the show. I missed that point.
Oh, geez.
You don't know the high spot.
Turns you down 3 times.
We got more shit to get in, kid.
But
oh, we do got to get our shit in. All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But no, I mean, I'm definitely gonna pull up some Halftime Heat for sure.
Yeah, I probably will too.
But cool on
love the
WWE.
commercial. I love the
Yeah,
commercials
just
though.
totally making fun of Maroon 5.
Yeah. Did you notice they changed the commercial?
Oh, really?
Yep, they got rid of that.
Nice one.
Yeah, they took that out real quick.
Amber Moon injured, an elbow injury. She will have surgery, out indefinitely. Of course, going to miss WrestleMania. Super bummer on that one.
She can come and live with Ryan, and I'll nurse her back to health. We will nurse her back to health, Jim, together. She can live in a studio.
I don't live with you, right?
Oh no!
I just
she
want
can
to
live
make
in the
people
studio.
realize that.
I don't. Yeah, she can live in the studio.
Okay. Yeah,
On
she
that
can
side,
live-
that side of Studio L.
She can live in Studio L. Yeah, we'll make up a nice
she
little
can
place
come
for
over
her.
and like join us on the podcast.
Absolutely.
And tell fun stories like road stories.
100%. 100%.
I'll reach out to her.
Yes, do that. And
Who is this guy that's...
So, and
Whose hand is this?
Finally, so like Lars Sullivan, we thought was going to debut. He has not debuted yet. Is this the social media representative thing? That's like a thing that he always does?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I just don't pay attention to his tweets enough.
Winston Churchill or whatever his name
William
is.
Christensen.
Winston Churchill.
Provided an
I
update
got WC, right?
Sunday on Lars. He said there's been a lot of speculation about Lars recently. It's true he went missing several weeks ago, and I was just able to contact him this morning. Lars wants everyone to know he's in a good place. Sorry about everyone he's disappointed. Best, WC.
And then
What?
And then Lars shut down his Twitter.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, it went private.
Yep.
Apparently was dealing with some anxiety issues during the NXT conference call. Triple H, I guess, was asked about the Lars situation. He said there's a lot of speculation and stories. Lars is in a good place. Nothing's really changed. We're moving forward, and you'll know when you see it. So at least it's good that it sounds like things are still on track for whatever the plan was, or, whatever this is. So it's at least good that they've kind of like addressed it, or they're putting it out there, or whatever this is. Like, good on them, good on him. Wish him the best.
Yeah, without question, I like Lars.
Yeah, I like him too. I don't know. I honestly think he'll fit better on the main roster than he has in NXT.
That I agree with, because I didn't care for him in NXT.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's more, him and his gimmick and everything is more built for the main roster. So yeah, I think that's all I have.
There was rumors that he was trying to dodge a drug test. Do you buy any of that, or do you think it's like an anxiety thing?
I never heard that. I haven't heard that.
I'd get anxiety if I was dirty and I had a drug test coming up.
I was gonna say, if I was,
I gotta pee.
Right. Oh no.
See you guys.
Yeah, I've got this. Yeah, and I'm not trying to make light of, like, if it's like a mental health issue or something like that. Like, get better, and then debut.
Sure.
And like take care of yourself. Like, that's probably more important than a wrestling
That is
television
more important,
show.
yes.
So take care of yourself for sure. But it's just a rumor I heard, and it could have been just scuttlebutt.
Sure.
That's what I heard.
Sure, it could have been
Scuzzlebutt.
Scuzzlebutt. I hadn't heard it. But I mean, if it is, it's a shame. Hopefully, it's nothing. Probably worse than a little weed, which I don't think is really a drug anyway.
That's right.
It's a plant. It grows like that.
Exactly. So, yeah, I hadn't heard that, but
That's what I heard.
like I said, if it's an anxiety, mental health thing, hopefully, he's okay and we'll be fine. Anything else?
Today. Breaking news out of the Stan Styles intergender bonanza. Went back to that well one too many times. What a maneuver. The main event was announced today, Jim. Did you get this? I think we were
tagged
in it.
I did see that.
Did you hear this news?
I did not.
The Stan Styles intergender bonanza main event. It looks like it's going to be a tag match where Stan Styles is teaming with famous Dick wrestler Joey Ryan.
Nice. Good for him.
To take on Jamie Senegal and famous tampon spot wrestler Priscilla Kelly.
Interesting.
In the main event, that is Stan Styles, the Intergender Bonanza 3, coming to the East Coast. It's going to be in New Jersey this time.
New
Over at
Jersey.
the H2O Wrestling Center in Williamstown, New Jersey. That's not till May the 3rd. We're going to get more information on that
Absolutely.
as we go forward.
I
But
think we might.
That's one I'm
might
definitely going to
be
try to
having
make.
Stan
Ooh.
sometime between now
Our
and
people
May
are
3rd.
contacting their people.
Or the peoples are talking. Peoples are peoples.
We're a big deal.
We're very big. Tim, where can the people follow you on the social meteors?
At Not the Tool Man across all platforms: Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, if you care. I also do streaming on the Twitch.tvs there, home of Impact Wrestling and also me. Tomorrow I start my Kingdom Hearts 3 playthrough. So you guys have had plenty of time to go ahead and get a jump start on the game. I'm going to be way behind you so that you're not going to have any spoilers. The game's been out for like a week now, pretty much. So I start my playthrough of that tomorrow. And I also work for a independent wrestling promotion, excellenceprofessionalwrestling.com. You can check out all of their most recent events on independentwrestling.tv. And if you don't have a subscription to independentwrestling.tv, you can get 20 free days with the promo code Edgar Sent Me. That's Edgar Sent Me, independentwrestling.com.
When you said spoilers, I don't know why it made me think of it. There was a show on NBC called Undateable.
Yeah.
And the second and third season, they actually aired it live.
Ooh.
So, like they would do a East Coast feed and a West Coast feed.
Okay.
So, like, right after the, what was it? I forget which Star Wars episode when Han dies. But, like,
7.
Yeah, so they were talking about the new Star Wars movie, and live, like, it was, you know, it'd only been out for like maybe a week, and on Undateable, Chris D'Elia goes, spoiler alert, Han dies, and people in the live audience fucking lost their mind. And like, I hadn't seen the movie yet. I'm not like the super like Star Wars like nerd about it, but I just started fucking dying laughing because I'm like, that is one of the best fucking things I've ever seen on a live TV show.
Chris D'Elia is funny.
I love Chris D'Elia. Ryan, any pertinent information?
No information here. Just make sure you're following along. I'm RYN Eagle if you want to follow me. I don't tweet enough. Follow the shows.
That's correct.
It's always the number 3 Count Thursday on Twitter. Instagram, Facebook.com/3CountThursday. Go to 3CountThursday.com.
We have a Snapchat too, which is I3 Count
wrestling.
Thursday, because they don't let you start with a number.
I don't even know what a Snapchat is.
Well, I was Snapchatting the shit out of that show we went
Jim
to.
was Snapchatting the shit out of it. Great show. That was a lot of fun.
Awesome show up at PPW. We'll definitely be back there, 100%. You okay?
Yeah, I just noticed Tim was standing up.
Oh, yeah, Tim's standing up. That's going to do it. That's going to do it for us this week. Again, yeah, follow along all of the social medias. Go to the website, 3countthursday.com. Check out the sponsor of this show and our home network, Alicia's Pillows and Things. Go to ngscsports.com, find the Alicia's Pillows and Things tab, and place your order. They have stools, pillows, neck pillows, full body pillows, and much more, featuring characters, sports teams, and everything you need to do. Make sure you nominate us daily while nominations are still open at WrestlingRadioAwards.com. Nominate us in the live show category. Again, WrestlingRadioAwards.com. Nominate us in the live show category. Tomorrow, a website exclusive with Ariella Nix will be dropping on 3CountThursday.com. We have merchandise and tons of other stuff over there as well. So make sure you are visiting that site every single day. Until next week, when we talk to you live here on Facebook again, stay safe, stay smart, and go for the pin.